Welcome to IPMNation.com, the next generation of Internet radio, powered by Impact Player Music.
You are receiving a remote transmission from IPMNation.com. Stay tuned for further instructions. You are receiving a remote transmission from IPMNation.com. Stay tuned for further instructions.
Well, it's cold down in the basement that I'm running for the time. Streets outside are quiet, 3 more hours till the grind. When alarms will sound in unison, the sleepy town will rise to start another day with neither fanfare nor surprise. And the weather will be overcast, then it'll turn to rain. Folks will secretly be happy for the excuse to complain, but the rain will sound like symphonies cascading off this town's Victorian rooms with angles that the drops come rolling down. And my day will start off soggy, shoes of holstered to my feet as I stumble to the corner store to get something to eat. The cute girl at the register will smile as if to say, and we both in this together, then she'll send me on my way. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The mayor with the shiny shoes will be at Old Town Hall, and his brother chief of police will catch truants at the mall, and mothers with their babies off to daycare then to work. I'll be heading to the alleys where poets always lurk, and I'll be seeing things in harmony, smelling them in rhyme. You know the kind of day when you can sink within the times, then the conflict then will rise. Do I choose to concentrate on all the things I love, or try to fix the things I hate? Cause we Americans dig our sitcoms, music, ball games, and french fries. And our teachers, they need raises, and our schools, they need supplies. And resilience of the spirit goads the will to carry on, and the moon to chase the sun around the earth to bring the dawn. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The new president was elected, but change it happens slow, and it's hard to keep it straight when you are living down below. And I'm down in the basement, trying to contemplate the scene of a trillion spent on stimulus and what it's gonna mean. And the business folk are nervous cause their cuts may be repealed. Meanwhile they're stepping over homeless, en route to make the deal, while kids with calloused fingers serving war and take their lumps, so the wealthy kids with SUVs can pay less at the pumps. But 100 years from now, all our troubles will be gone. We'll be searching out new planets after fucking up our own, and we'll pick us out a winner, plant a sturdy flag, and then ship up a few religions and do it all over again. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Welcome everyone to Remote Transmission here on IPMNation.com on the live channel. A little bit after 11 p.m. in the Eastern Time Zone. Matt Connerton sitting here with Adam Ezra on the line all the way from, where are you in California, Adam?
San Clemente, California.
San Clemente. Boy, I wish I was there where the weather's warm. And what are you doing out there? Tell us what you're up to.
It's nice. Well, we are. It's very exciting. We're out here recording tracks for our next album. 3 songs of which we're releasing on Saturday at a show at the Paradise Rock Club in Boston.
Oh, very cool.
But these days, the albums, it's it's a digital world, and so we had 3 tracks finished, and we were so excited about the new music that we decided, well, let's not wait for the album to be finished. Let's just release these as is now, and so it's exciting.
Have you done that before, where instead of waiting to release a whole disc, you go ahead and release a few online?
Never did that before. It's a new experiment for us.
Yeah. Seems like it's kind of becoming the trend in a lot of cases. You've actually released, I was looking at your discography online, and you've actually had quite a few releases. Looks like your first one came out in 2000, is that correct?
That is right. I've been banging around for a little while, and the thing with I've always been an indie artist, and so from day one, I would record. I'd have songs. I would scrape together some money or do some kind of barter agreement with the studio and record what I could, and that's kind of been our MO over the last 10 or so years. This latest album is exciting because we for the first time have label support, and we are out recording with producer Aaron Johnson, who did all of the Fray albums actually, and so for the first time we're recording an album that we feel is just the sound that we've been looking for in the studio.
Now, is this your first time working with a producer? Have you done it all on your own in the past?
Well, you're playing some tracks from our last album, View from the Root, and that was our first time working with various producers. We kind of did it piecemeal.
Sure.
We knew a handful of producers in a bunch of different studios in the Northeast, and we would record and produce 1 or 2 here and there until we had a full album's worth of material, and then we released it.
So, what's it like working with somebody the caliber of Aaron Johnson?
It is eye-opening and inspiring.
Really?
Yeah, it's I never thought about this as an artist before. I mean, I work on the art form of writing songs all the time. We work on the art form of playing music as a band and playing our instruments, but it is an entirely different art form altogether. The process of being in the studio and being able to get great sound, being able to create layers of sound that support the song, and it is just incredible what these guys can do.
What is he like in terms of style? Because you talk to artists who work with a producer who's at his level and his caliber, and you hear stories about some producers are very kind of laid back and give you a lot of space as an artist, and some are very sort of like you get in there with them and they're taskmasters and they're kind of cracking the whip. What's Aaron like?
It's been really interesting. He is nothing like what we had expected going in.
Really?
We heard, the only thing we knew about him going into the studio was that he was, this kind of multi-platinum, Grammy-nominated producer who did the Fray stuff. So we were expecting to go in and record an album that he was going to turn into, something that sounded like the Fray, which is certainly different than our sound.
Absolutely.
And we didn't know how to feel about that, except excited that a label was kind of paying our way. But the process has been totally fascinating and surprising, from the songs that he's chosen to just kind of his style and demeanor in the studio. He's a very laid-back guy, but at the same time, he's also very kind of hands-on in sculpting the song, and we wanted to give him license to really shape what we're doing. And so when we came into the studio, we had the songs. I would say we kind of had a rough draft of how we would perform the songs if we were, going out on tour tomorrow and performing the tunes. And so we would play him our ideas, and some things he would really like, and some things he'd be like, let's try some other stuff. And we just kind of do these brainstorm sessions where we're coming up with different ideas and different ways to approach the tune. And it's been really great. I've been impressed with his ability to really dig into who we are and what we're about, and try and capture that in the stuff we're recording.
Sure. Now, in terms of this being, this is your first album on this label that you're signed with, is that correct?
That is correct.
And how did that come about, signing with the label? Because you did mention that prior to this, you've done everything on your own.
Yeah, totally. And it's another completely fascinating, unexpected process. You know, we got contacted by this guy that owned this company called PickTheBand.com.
Okay.
And they are, it's a website. And what they do is they have these contests for independent bands. There's a handful of sites that are doing this out there. And they have a bunch of bands sign up, and they enter these kind of contests. And the people that go onto the website, and fans of the band, and, independent music fans, go onto the website, and they kind of vote for the band or the song that they like the best. And
sure.
So this guy contacted us. He said he'd like us to be a part of this contest, and we'd done stuff like this before, and we were kind of like, yeah, not so interested, and he kind of pushed us. He was like, look, we're doing a contest for bands in Boston, and I really hear that you need to be a part of this, so please do. And after a while, we said okay, and we joined the contest, and we ended up winning the contest, and the prize was to record a track, one song.
Mm-hmm.
And the company, Pick the Band, was so excited about us that they signed us to a development deal for they've got this kind of spin-off label called Royal Avenue Music, and they decided that they'd like to do a 3-song demo with this producer, Aaron Johnson, and they wanted to kind of reserve the option to do a full album. So we did those first 3 tracks in January, the 3 tracks that we're going to be releasing this week, and it went great, and the label heard the music, and they were blown away, and they said, look, we got to do a full-length album. So that's what I'm currently out in California doing right now. But as far as I know, this is actually the first album that Royal Avenue Music will be releasing. So
no kidding.
It's kind of exciting for all the parties involved right now.
So you're kind of the flagship artist.
We or the guinea pig, depending on how you want to think about it. But it
flagship sounds better.
Yeah, right. I like flagship.
Or priority. That's a good word.
Yeah, it is. It's totally been an exciting kind of roller coaster with these guys, and we of course don't know where it's going to go. But these days, when you're talking about record labels, it's very rare that record labels are actually developing artists, meaning investing in an artist that's not already bringing in, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars. And so it's kind of rare for labels to take a chance on independent artists that are still spreading their wings. And so we're thrilled to be a part of this whole process. We're feeling really lucky that they found us and they browbeat us into joining that little contest, and this whole thing has unfolded like it has.
Absolutely. And I noticed you guys do a lot of touring too, it looks like. I was looking at the tour dates, and it looks like you're definitely out on the road.
Yeah, we do. I mean, that's our thing. We are a live band. We love connecting with people through live music.
Mm-hmm.
And for a number, for the last 2 or 3 years, we've been playing about 150 shows a year. We signed with a great management company out of Boston called Ralph Jacadine Management.
Okay.
And in the last year, they've really started kind of upping the ante on our tour. So now we are kind of traveling nationally. We're playing all over the country. We're getting on some great tours. We're about to, and this is not official yet. I don't know if I'll get in trouble for saying this, but it's looking like we are going to go on tour with Rusted Root within the next month or two.
Very nice.
And another great band called Enter the Haggis, who they're another great independent band that are doing great things all over the country,
mm-hmm.
who we've played with in the past and we really love.
Are they from the Boston area too?
I do not think so. I think they're from
Oh, okay.
But they do play pretty often in the Northeast.
Okay.
And they're a great Celtic pop rock band.
Yeah.
And, we've done a handful of shows with them in the past, and it's just one of the things we also really love. We love playing with other artists. We are inspired by all the different music we come across in our touring, and it's really great when you're on the road with another band and the bands really connect, and it can make for some really magical nights. And that happened with Enter the Haggis. It also happened with Rusted Root. We did 3 shows with them in the spring, and it was amazing. They had some of our guys come up and play some music with them. We were playing in Pittsburgh the other night. Our first time playing in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
As a band, we were playing in this place called the Thunderbird Cafe, and it was our first time ever playing in Pittsburgh, and it was like a really small audience. And Michael, the lead singer from Rusted Root, actually came out to the show. Rusted Root's from Pittsburgh. He came to the show, and he actually came up and sat in with the band. And those are the moments that, as an artist, are just so rewarding.
Absolutely.
You can meet other great artists that are doing great things and kind of share a mutual respect and just love for playing music.
Absolutely. Is it difficult to record with your heavy touring schedule?
Yeah, it's brutal.
Is it?
It's brutal. We were out in LA last week. I'm out here just by myself this week recording vocal tracks. Last week we were out with the whole band. We finished our recording session at 7 p.m. on Friday night. We jumped on a 9 o'clock flight. We landed in Boston at 6 in the morning, where we drove up to Maine to play a 1 o'clock show at a festival in Waterville. And then we packed up the van and drove down to Milton, Massachusetts to play a show at a prep school, Milton Academy, at night,
Yeah.
But it's brutal, but it's also what we love to do.
Absolutely.
And so it's so inspiring that people out there, want us to play for them. And so if it means not sleeping for days on end, that's all right by us, right? And we're thrilled to do it, and we're kind of thrilled to be in the mix.
I hear you. I mean, you're kind of. It sounds like you're kind of running on the adrenaline of what you're doing.
Always. It's an inspiring place to be right now, for sure.
Very good. Very good. Do you guys do a lot of college shows?
We do, and we're doing them kind of more and more, both through kind of college, kind of the bigger events and the social committees that are kind of organizing events on college, but also we do, we've been a grassroots band for a long time. For a handful of years now, we've devoted about 25% of our touring to various charity events and activism. And so
that's great.
One of the really cool things that's come out of that is we'll get college students and sometimes high school students sending us a message on Facebook or emailing us from the site and saying, look, I'm doing this event. We're trying to, we're getting some people together, and I'm trying to raise some money for a cause. We would love it if you guys would come down and play. And we just love getting those invites. We love doing those shows, because to us, that's where you really connect to people, and that's what inspires us.
Absolutely. Very cool. And I want to let everybody know, too, if you go to adamezragroup.com, it looks like all your tour dates are on there.
Yep, it's on adamezragroup.com. It's on adamezra.com. You can look up Adam Ezra Group or Adam Ezra on Facebook. We're on there like 24/7, and it's super easy. And we're on MySpace as well under Adam Ezra. It's super easy to just drop us a note and say hello or ask us about our tour schedule if you don't understand something. Like I said, we're online all the time, and we love connecting with the people that we're playing for.
And I saw you have a great Reverb Nation page also where a lot of your music is. So.
Absolutely.
Do you getting back to the album just for a moment? Do you have any kind of do you have an ETA on when that's going to be out? I know you've got the 3 tracks that you're releasing online. Do you know when the full disc will be out?
We've got a rough ETA.
Yeah.
Hopefully the tracks will be finished. We'll be finished recording the tracks this week, and then all those tracks and all the things that we recorded get mixed and mastered, and they put artwork together. So we're hoping to come out with the full-length CD sometime in early 2011.
Okay.
But we're not exactly sure when.
Yeah.
I also wanted to mention that from our website, we have a free download for all you listening out there. You can type in a promo code, and if you type in IPM Nation, you'll get one of the free tracks that we're releasing this Saturday. So we would love it if you came by and visited us and took some free music. Definitely feel free to drop us a line as well while you're there.
Absolutely. Very cool. Very cool. Do you ever do shows as just as Adam Ezra, or is it always the full band?
No, that's a good question. Well, I started playing acoustically. It was just me and a guitar, and I love that. My mom is a folk musician. I came from, I love the really raw songwriting that you get from just a lone human being and their guitar or their piano. I love doing shows where, it's not a big party like the band shows tend to be.
Sure.
But it's a really intimate setting, and I can kind of tell some stories behind some of the songs. So that's something that I do a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Again, it gets harder and harder as the band is touring more and more. But
yeah, I was going to say that it must be harder there must be less time to fit those shows in.
Absolutely. But there are always solo dates on our schedule here or there, and that's one of the things I actually really love doing, and I hope I'll always be able to do.
Yeah, very cool. So so I'll just remind everyone too. Please go to AdamEzraGroup.com.
Sure.
Or AdamEzra.com.
Or AdamEzra.com. It's a no-lose situation, Matt.
Yeah, and it's a great site too. Very cool site.
Oh, thank you so much.
Easy to navigate, and it looks good. And go there, put in the promo code IPM Nation, and get a free track. And definitely, and we've got you in rotation here on IPMNation.com as well. And look forward to hearing the album when it comes out.
That's so great. Thank you so much for having me on.
Oh, anytime. We'll let you get back to work, and we will be talking to you soon.
All right, great talking to you, man. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Adam. Take care.
See ya.
All right, so that was Adam Ezra from Adam Ezra Group here on Remote Transmission, and we're going to play another tune. This is a great song, actually. I like this one a lot. This is called Half a Hero, so check it out. And after the song, we'll come back and wrap up, so don't go anywhere. Take a listen.
It's a little bit of danger, fight a little bit of crime, and I could love a total stranger for a little bit of time, and I could run like lightning, fly around this town, but when the pressure comes a tightening, it'll take me down, and I'm half a hero coming to my head, half a hero, painted brown and red, half a hero, somewhere in between what I am and what I want to be. Got a destiny before me to a mediocre end, and I'm caught between acceptance and the dream that I defend.
Half a hero from the Adam Ezra group here on remote transmission on IPMNation.com. Very cool to talk to Adam. Very cool guy. I hope to see him live. He plays a lot of dates here in the Northeast as he is from Boston. So as we talked about tonight, he's on the West Coast in San Clemente, California, where it sounds like the weather is really nice. And he's working on his album with producer Aaron Johnson. But he's going to be flying back to the East Coast, I'm sure, soon to play some dates. It sounds like he's working hard. A lot of traveling back and forth, so good for him. And we are going to play one more track to wrap up the show in a second. But I do want to remind everyone, please go to adamezragroup.com, type in the promo code IPMNation, and you can get a free track. Download one of the tunes that's going to be coming out soon. But so a little bonus for the citizens of the IPM Nation. You can go there and get a free song, and please do, because it's good stuff. So anyway, we will wrap up for tonight. It's the end of another long Wednesday here on the IPMNation.com live channel. So we'll see y'all next week. Remote transmission resumes Tuesday night at 11 p.m. I'll tell you who the guest is, but I don't remember, and I don't have it in front of me. And I'm not going to make y'all sit there and listen while I dig for it. So, but we will see you all next week. And be sure to return to the IPMNation.com live channel tomorrow night at 10:45 p.m. for, I almost said remote transmission, for Verbal Ejaculation. Thank you. Verbal Ejaculation with Chris Rose and Dan Randlett, which I think is probably the most offensive show that we have on here. So, you know, it's good stuff. I don't know. Norm Unfiltered is pretty offensive. We do have a lot of edgy material here on the station, shall we call it. But we're going to wrap up with this is a really cool song that I decided I want to play. This is my favorite of the Adam Ezra Group songs that I've heard so far. It's called Another Sunshine, and I thought this would be great to wrap up the show with. So thank you all, and we will talk to you again soon. This is Another Sunshine from Adam Ezra Group here on Remote Transmission on IPMNation.com.
To be everyone's solution, want a solution to myself, want to engage in absolution, want to absolve with someone else. Don't know if I taste it in my bloodstream or I am bleeding from the tongue. I will not have time to sort these answers when these answers never come. They have to shine, shine like sun, sunny day. Day is done for now. Now's the time for another day and another sunshine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want to fight hard against repression, want to repress the urge to fall, want to walk softly with discretion, want to discreetly kick the walls. Don't know if our souls are like the ocean, shouting back colors from the sun. Maybe the sun will hold these answers when these answers never come. They have to shine, shine like sun, sunny day. Sunshine, yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe these answers will come marching in staggered formation down the hall. Maybe our asking is the cancer destined to slowly kill us all. Maybe we all receive salvation, shuffling out patterns in the sand. Maybe the sand is just a prophet, kicking discreetly in our hands. They have to shine.